Yeah, welcome back to lecture 38. It is the continuation of multiple integrals. The topic I have covered in lecture 28, 29, and 30 are in syllabus of GATE. But in BTech first year AKTU syllabus point of view, we have some additional topic like mass circulation, center of gravity, and one more additional topic, change of variables. I have already studied how to change the variable, means we can convert the XY system in polar coordinates, or we can convert any XYZ system in spherical coordinates. For that, we use Jacobian method. This topic I have already discussed in Jacobian as well as in 28, 29, and 30 lectures. But sometimes change of variable is not done in the known coordinate systems, means in polar or spherical. So the change of variable, some special substitution is given in the problem. Then according to the given transformation, we have to change our XY system in the given transformation. Let's see what is meaning. Let the variables X and Y be changed in new variables u comma v by the transformation x equal to function of uv and y equal to some function of psi uv. I have already studied x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. That is function of r and theta actually. But here I am taking that was fixed transformation. That's what polar. Polar is a special case of this lecture actually. Then, if you have any region in xy system, suppose you have any function fxy dx dy, then it will be equal to a new region in uv plane. Region may be changed to r dash, and it will be equal to phi of f of phi, because x is a function of u and v. X is function of uv and y is a function of psi uv, and dx dy will be equal to Jacobian magnitude of Jacobian du dv. What is the relation between dx dy and du dv? Where j is nothing else, it is a Jacobian of xy with respect to uv, and that is not equal to 0. This one I have already studied in polar actually. Let's see one example, then you will better understand this concept. Evaluate the double integration over region R x plus y whole square dx dy, where R is the parallelogram in the xy plane with vertices 1 comma 0, 3 comma 1, 2 comma 2, and 0 comma 1. Using the transformation, now the transformation in the given problem. Using the transformation, the relation between x and y is u is equal to x plus y and v is equal to x minus 2y. Let's see the solution. Firstly, we will draw the geometry in the xy plane. Suppose this is your y axis, this is your x axis. The coordinates are given 1, 2, and up to 3. Here you have coordinate up to 1 and 2. Okay. First coordinate is given 1 comma 0. Call it as A. Second coordinate is 3 comma 1. 3 comma 1. This is your B. 2 comma 2. This is your C. And 0 comma 1. This is your D. So this is a parallelogram, look like this structure in the xy plane. In the xy plane. Now remember one point. If you are mapping or transforming any vertex in xy plane, you will get another vertex in UV plane. Are you getting my point? If you are mapping any vertex, what is relation actually? Suppose A is any vertex 1, comma 0. So corresponding to the vertex A, you will get a new vertex in UV plane, which coordinate you can obtain, because the relation between U and V are given with X and Y. U is equal to X plus Y. So here X is 1, Y is 0, so U will be 1. What is your y? X minus 2y. So x is 1, y is 0, so it will be 1. It means you are getting a new coordinate a dash 1, comma 1, where u is 1 and v is 1. Okay. New coordinate b is actually 3, comma 1. It's a 3, comma 1. It is 2, comma 2. It is 0, comma 1. And it was 1, comma 0. Okay. 3, comma 1. Then u will be x plus y, means it is going to be 4. And v is equal to x minus 2y, so it is going to be 1. So b dash is actually 4, comma 1. Okay. C is your C is 2, comma 2. Then your u will be x plus y will be the 4. And v is x minus 2y, so it will be minus 2. So you are getting a new coordinate C dash 4, comma minus 2. And d is your 0, comma 1. So u is equal to x plus y, that will be 1. And v will be x minus 2y, that will be minus 2. So your d dash is new coordinate, which will equal to 1, comma minus 2. Now you draw the region in UV plane. So this is your u axis, this is your v axis. So you can see the limit of u is 1 to 4 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the limit of v is actually from 1 to minus 2. Okay. So 1, minus 1, minus 2. So a dash is 1, comma 1. So this is your a dash. B dash is 4, comma 1. This is your B dash. 4, comma 1. This is your 1, comma 1. C dash is 4, comma minus 2. 4, comma minus 2. And D dash is 1, comma minus 2. 1, comma minus 2. So now you have a rectangle that is parallel to the axis. If you have any region parallel to axis, then the limits in the two variable will be constant. Here parallel because this is your y equal to 1 line, this is your x equal to 4 line, this is your y equal to minus 2 line, this is your x equal to 1 line. So now I'm going to find the Jacobian also. Jacobian is del x y over del u v. So this will be del x over del u, del x over del v, del y over del u, del y over del v. You can find Jacobian of uv with respect to xy, and you can take the reciprocal, or another method is you find x and y, because you have x plus y is equal to u, x minus 2y is equal to v. So if you calculate x and y, you will get x equal to 1 by 3 2u plus v, and y is equal to 1 by 3u minus v. Now you find the Jacobian. So it is going to be 2 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3. So it is equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay, so Jacobian is minus 1 by 3. Now change the system. The region in the xy plane, the function x plus y whole square dx dy, now it will be equal to the region in uv plane. X plus y is nothing else, it is your u actually, u square mod of j du dv. So that will be region in uv plane, u square, mod of j will be 1 by 3 du dv. And you can see that the region in the UV plane is parallel to the axis, so the limit will be constant. Limit of u is from 1 to 4, and limit of v is from minus 2 to 1, minus 2 to 1, u square by 3 du dv. So you can separate the limit 1 to 4, and u square by 3 you can take here. And integration of dv will be v from minus 2 to 1 du, and you can calculate it. You will get this value is nothing is equal to 21 is equal to 21. So the answer is 21. So this is the method by which you can change the variables. I am giving one more example based on this topic only. Reason in the xy plane is, I will discuss, it is under root 1 minus x plus y dx dy. So this problem you cannot solve in the xy system because the integration is very complicated, where r is the region bounded by lines x equal to 0 line means y axis, y equal to 0 means x axis, and x plus y equal to 1 line. There are three lines, and the transformation is giving using the transformation. If you not use the transformation, then integration is very difficult using the transformation. So sometimes transformation convert integration in a very easy form. X plus y is equal to u and y is equal to u into v. So this is the transformation. So let's see the solution. Let's see the solution. Firstly, I'm going to find the x and y in the terms of u and v. Y is already in the terms of u into v, so you can substitute here. So x plus u into v is equal to u. So x equal to u into 1 minus v, and y is equal to already u into v. So you can find the Jacobian here. That will be del xy over del uv, and it will be equal to del x over del u, del x over del v, del y over del u, del y over del v. So del x over del u will be 1 minus v, del x over del v will be minus u, del y over del u will be v, del y over del v will be u. If you calculate it, you will get this is equal to u, and I'm assuming that u is not equal to 0. So this is our Jacobian here. Now we will draw both the pictures. In the xy plane, if you see carefully, this is your x-axis, this is y-axis. This line is actually y equal to 0 line. This line is x equal to 0 line. And this is actually x plus y equal to 1. So region bounded by these three lines is this region. This is the region in the xy plane. Now you want a region in UV plane. Remember my point? If you have any vertex, then you will get any vertex in the UV plane. But if you have any line in the xy plane, you will get a entire line in UV plane also. So first line I am taking in xy plane is x equal to 0. And what is your x in UV plane? U into 1 minus v equal to 0. So it will give you u equal to 0 line and v equal to 1 line. These are not vertex, these are lines actually, because this is a line. So line will transform to line only. Okay. Then y equal to 0 will implies u into v equal to 0 will implies u equal to 0 and v equal to 0. Take both the cases, u equal to 0 and v equal to 0. Or don't take or, both will be correct. So these are two lines here. And then x plus y equal to 1. What is your x plus y? That is, I think, u. So u equal to 1. This is the next line. So you are getting four lines here, u equal to 0, v equal to 0, u equal to 1, v equal to 1. So if you see the geometry in the UV plane, u equal to 0, v equal to 0, u equal to 1, and v equal to 1. So this is the bounded region in the UV plane. Again, you can see that the region is parallel to the axis. If parallel to the axis, then limit will be constant. You can see my lecture 28. So in the double integration in xy plane under root 1 minus x plus y dx dy will be equal to the region in the UV plane. Xy is equal to, what is xy? X is actually u into 1 minus v. Y is u into v. Under root 1 minus x plus y is your u. Dx Jacobian, Jacobian mod of Jacobian, du dv. This will be the integration. So it will be equal to the region. Now see the region in UV plane. U is from 0 to 1 and v is from 0 to 1. 0 to 1, v is also from 0 to 1. you will get u cube under root 1 minus u into v1 minus v du dv. Both the limits are constant, so you can separate these integrals. 0 to 1 u cube 1 minus u to the power 1 by 2 du into 0 to 1 v1 minus v dv. Now you can apply beta function. I have already given the lecture on beta and gamma. If you are not aware with beta and gamma, you can apply u equal to sin square theta v equal to some sin square phi. You will get integration in the form of Wally integration, that also I have discussed in the beta and gamma function. So this is a very important. For that I have given a beta gamma lecture for evaluation of this type of integration. Follow beta and gamma integrals. See my lecture. This is a beta integration. What is your beta mn? I told you beta mn is 0 to 1 x to the power m minus 1, 1 minus x to the power n minus 1 dx. And beta mn is gamma n over gamma m plus n. The answer will be 2 over 945. I am giving you as a homework. Complete this question. Next example I am going to discuss. This is also a 10 marks question. Example 3. Evaluate integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square plus y square dx dy by changing to polar coordinates. By changing to polar coordinates. Hence, so that 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square dx equal to under root pi by 2. Let's see the solution. Change in polar coordinates. Firstly, I am going to draw in xy plane, actually, this region. Limit of x and y both is from 0 to infinity. Means x is also positive and y is also positive. So it will be in first quadrant. 0 to infinity means like this region. 0 to infinity is like this, unbounded region. Region is not bounded because it is going up to infinity. Now, if you change it in polar system, suppose you want to change in the polar system. So we have to draw a strip from the pole only because it is starting from origin. Okay. So we know the substitution. Integration is 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square plus y square dx dy. We know the substitution in polar coordinate, x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. If you find the Jacobian there, Jacobian of xy with respect to r and theta, that is actually Jacobian is del x over del r, del x over del theta, del y over del r, del y over del theta, and you can calculate it. You will get this is equal to r only. So the integration will become. Can you tell me the limit of theta here? In the first quadrant, theta will be from 0 to pi by 2. What will be the I? I is from starting with pole and it is going to be unbounded region. So r is tending to infinity. E to the power minus x square plus y square is nothing else. It is r square. Jacobian is r and dr d theta. It will be dx dy will be equal to then r dr d theta, because this is the value of Jacobian. So if you calculate it, theta is from 0 to pi by 2. I am calculating r limit firstly, r into e to the power minus r square dr, outside is d theta. Here you can substitute r square equal to t, and r dr will be dt by 2. So it will be theta will be 0 to pi by 2. It will be 0 to infinity again. E to the power minus t into 1 by 2 dt d theta. So if you integrate it, you will get this value is equal to pi by 4. You can calculate it now. Now, if you see the limit of both 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square to y square dx dy, and both I calculated the value is equal to pi by 4, and both the limit are constant, so we can separate the integrations. we can separate our integration. We can look like these integration also, e to the power minus y square dy. Using the first property of integration, we know that a to b of x dx equal to a to b of y dy. We can write this, both the integrations are same, so we can write whole square because this value is ultimately 0 to infinity e to the power minus y square dy is equal to 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square, first property of integration. So if you take under root both the side, under root pi by 2 equal to 0 to infinity e to the power minus x square dx. So this is the completion of the problem. This is the completion of the problem. I am giving one problem as a homework. This is an important problem. By using the transformation x plus y equal to u and y equal to u into v, so that 0 to 1, 0 to 1 minus x e to the power y over x plus y dx dy is equal to 1 by 2 e minus 1. So I'm giving you a hint also. If you see carefully, this limit in the terms of x variable. So this will be the limit of y, and obviously this will be the limit of x. So x is from 0 to 1 actually. 0 to 1. And y is from 0 to 1 minus x. So y equal to 1 minus x means x plus y equal to 1 like. So where all the region you are getting x equal to 1 means 1 comma 0 coordinate. This will be 0 comma 1 coordinate, and this is your bounded region actually. All the lines are included here. The lower limit of x is 0, upper limit is 1, and the lower limit of x, if you draw the strip here, the lower limit of y is at 0 means x-axis, and upper limit is on the straight line y equal to 1 minus x. So this is your region. Now you, for each line, there are lines are x equal to 0 line, x equal to 1 line, y equal to 0 line. Now, this is not actually line actually. You do not, you can consider or may not be consider this line. It will depend, and y equal to 1 minus x line, you will get the region. You will get the region. So don't consider it, you can consider x plus y equal to 1 because this is not in the region. Or there are three lines only in the region are included. X equal to 0, y equal to 0, and x plus y equal to 1. Why this is not in the region? Because you can see the strip. Lower limit of y is 0 and upper limit is y equal to 1 minus x. Next is circulation of mass. For the circulation of mass, or your total mass, we can find it in 2 dimension and 3 dimension. 2 dimension, we take a plain lamina. That's 2D picture actually. I'm going to discuss both the cases here. See, for first case, for a plain lamina, it means you are in 2D picture. If the surface density at the point, any point P, x, y, be rho, and rho is the function of x, y. This is your density. I am taking firstly for 2 dimension. Then total mass of the lamina is equal to rho into dx dy. Rho into dx dy over the region of lamina. This is region of lamina R. If the value of rho is not given in the problem, means in the given question, we can assume rho is equal to rho a constant value. Don't take the function of xy, take constant and take outside to the integration. In polar coordinates, because you can convert in 2 dimensional in polar coordinates also, rho will be the function of r and theta, because you will substitute x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. At any point p r comma theta, your mass will be rho r into dr d theta, because dx dy equal to r dr d theta if you change the variables. Case B, for a solid, when your picture is solid actually. If the density at the point Pxyz be rho is equal to some function of xyz, then total mass of solid is equal to triple integration rho dx dy dz. Mass is actually, if you eliminate rho, it's a volume. So volume into density is mass actually. Now the next article is center of gravity. We will see the problems of these two topics together. Case 1. To find the center of gravity, CG, C dot, x bar comma y bar of a plane lamina, means in two dimensional, when its width, height is nothing actually, tending to 0 only. X bar is, you divide by total mass, this is your mass. And here it will be x into rho dx dy. If you are finding x, you know very well what is your total mass in that case, where if you want, you can write like this also, dx dy over rho dx dy. This is your actually mass. This is your actually mass. ठीक है? And y bar equal to y into rho dx dy over capital M. So it will be y into rho dx dy over rho dx dy. Rho dx dy. In polar coordinates, you can make the formula very easily. X bar equal to, you know, total mass. What is the formula? And that is x rho dx dy. So convert in polar. What is x? R cos theta into rho dx dy is r dr d theta. And we know that the mass was rho into r dr d theta. Similarly, y bar will be equal to r sin theta rho into r dr d theta. We cannot take rho outside until it is not given constant. Rho into r dr d theta. If we consider for a solid to find the CG x bar, y bar, z bar of a solid, then x bar will be equal to same x into rho dx dy dz upon total mass, that is equal to rho dx dy dz. Similarly, y bar is y into rho dx dy dz over total mass rho dx dy dz, and z bar is z into rho dx dy dz over total mass rho dx dy dz. It means if you are going to find the problem of center gravity, you have to ultimately evaluate mass also. Let's see two problems. First example I am taking in polar coordinates. Find the center of gravity of the area of cardioid. Means you are talking about plane lamina. R equal to A1 plus cos theta. I think you know very well the tracing of this is look like this only. This is your initial line, theta equal to 0. This is your theta equal to pi. Okay. So what is formula for mass? We know that in the polar system it is rho r dr d theta. Here density is not given, so we will consider it as rho only. Let density is rho, that is constant. You can take lambda also. So it will be rho, you can take outside, dr d theta. Can you tell me the limit of theta? It is symmetric curve. So we can take theta, before theta it's a 2 times theta from 0 to pi, because the same region you have in the downward. If you replace theta by minus theta, you will say the curve is symmetric about OX line. This is your OX line. I have discussed this in curve tracing part 2. Okay. What will be R actually? If you draw a region for R, I have discussed this type of problems already. If you draw a region for R is starting from pole, R equal to 0 and going up to equation of cardioid, that is equal to A 1 plus cos theta. Don't put R here, it will be R variable here, R dr, and outside will be d theta. So if you calculate it, you will get the mass. You will get the mass. I think it is equal to 3 pi by 2 rho into a square, but not sure. You calculate it, please. Okay, I think this will be like this. R square by 2, then put the value of a square 1 plus cos theta whole square by 2, 2 is cancelled out. A square rho is outside, 1 plus cos theta whole square 1 plus 2 cos theta plus cos square theta, 2 cos theta will be 0, 1 plus 1 by 2, 3 by 2. I think 3 by 2 is correct answer, but you can check still. Now your x bar is going to be, so double integration x equal to r cos theta rho into r dr d theta over the mass. So rho you can take outside, rho you can take outside. It is equal to r square cos theta dr d theta over 3 by 2 pi rho a square. So rho is cancelled out. Now you put the limit of r and theta. Theta is 2 times 0 to pi. R is from 0 to a1 plus cos theta r square dr d theta over 3 by 2 pi a square. If you calculate it, you will get this is equal to 5a by 6. And similarly, y bar equal to r sine theta rho into r dr d theta over mass, and this will be equal to 0. So center of gravity is going to be 5a by 6 comma 0, and mass I have already told you. Second example I am taking in the Cartesian system. A lamina is bounded by the curves y equal to x square minus 3x and y is equal to 2x. Of the density, means the density is given here, of the density is given by lambda into xy